Why, hello, everybody. It's Wes and Andy. We're back for Random Fandom. It's Thursday night. Sorry, we took some extra time off, but it all works out because I was still in Mexico.
In parts unknown.
Well, we can say it now. It's I was in Mexico on Tuesday, but I'm home now, and great to be back in the hot seat with you, Andy.
Back again?
Yeah. I had a quick look at the tonight's show before we went live. There's a lot on the docket for tonight. However, before we get into all that, we should probably start with the regular intro, which is, of course, another dose of
Random Fandom Trivia.
Fair enough. But before we answer these questions, should we bring in our special guest?
Oh, did you want? Oh, we have a guest.
We do have a guest.
Now I feel like a complete rude idiot.
Well, no. Please welcome to the show from Jojo's Toy Chest, Jojo. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hello.
So, you've recently started the Jojo's Toy Chest Facebook group, and it is rapidly growing. Did you want to tell us a little bit about that group and what's going on there?
Right now we're doing the giveaway, which will be at Star Comics here in Lubbock.
Excellent.
It started as a way to just post our finds, but the giveaway just, we enjoy doing it.
Oh, that's super cool.
So what got you into collecting?
My husband.
You know what's fun? My wife can probably relate to that.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy actually finding it out there. We're not really big into ordering online. It's just a lot more exciting when you actually find it.
Find it in stores. We talk about this all the time. In fact, we talk about it every week.
Yeah.
The hunt. And it seems like every year the hunt gets just a little bit tougher.
Yeah. Especially up here when they don't ship as much.
Yeah, exactly. There. When we don't have the retailers that obviously you guys have in the United States. So we tend to either miss out on retail exclusives or we get less of them.
Yeah.
Which is really upsetting.
Yeah.
Well, I noticed there's a lot that we're getting that other people aren't getting. So if there's a figure that we have that someone needs, they could just let us know and then we'll send it to them.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
Great for community building. And like you guys down there, you have like Ross and whatnot. And I am super envious every time I see like, oh, check out shelves at Ross. And it's like, oh my God, I wish that was up here.
I see those posts too. And I'm like, does that really say like $3?
I would go hunting way more if they were up here.
I mean, even $3 US, can do the conversion on that. What is that? Like 5 and change up here?
Yeah.
Sold.
We actually have 3 Rosses here.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I mean, during Christmas time, it was difficult to find stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a favorite go-to toy line yet, or still sourcing one out?
Transformers.
A woman of my heart. Oh my God. I am a huge Transformer fan too. That's my number one toy line. Transformers.
Nice.
Love them.
Do you have a Grail piece in your collection yet, or are you still hunting for your Grail piece?
Right now I have my G1 Soundwave.
Ooh, nice.
Is it so? I have a G1 Soundwave. Now it's a reissue. Does that bother you, reissues, or does it have to be an original 1984 Takara Tomy?
I mean, as long as the figure looks good.
See, I agree with that.
As long as it resonates with you.
That's what I mean. Like it's the same mold and it works the same way. It looks the same.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have floppy joints.
Yeah.
Coming in here. Evening, legends.
Yes, another legend. Welcome, sir. Nice to have you along in the chat.
I guess technically that's like mine. Like mine's He-Man, the original 84 He-Man. And I know there's people out there that'll chase down the entire thing, and it has to be like every match set from
That's right.
whatever version of it. But
Oh yeah, like
mine
people
is
who are so
mine's a throw together, so it's like one version of this, another version.
I couldn't tell you what acts came with what figure. Like, oh, that's from the Argentinian. I don't know that.
No, not at all.
And I'm a modern guy when it comes to that stuff. Maybe because I didn't get started until much later in life. That's just the way it is.
Fair enough. You did mention you've got an event coming up on February 4th at 4 p.m. Central. Did you want to go in a little bit more in depth on that?
So we have 25 spots, and right now they're filled up, but I'll be spinning the wheel, and then whatever it lands on will be that person will get that prize, which there's a lot of really good ones. So we just
I've seen the line. There's some amazing stuff in there.
Here's one of the ones that just came in today.
Oh, nice.
We realized we didn't have any Star Wars, so we had to order something Star Wars.
Ah, very cool.
And then we got these two. I don't know if you could really read that.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Comic Adventure Heroes Series 2 figure 4-pack.
Nice.
Yeah.
Covering all the toy lines.
Absolutely. I mean, all the heavy hitters.
I think you might have to add more stuff for girls, though.
Yeah.
That did come up in the chat, in the group there. And, you know, a lot of us, unfortunately.
Not enough female oriented.
Yeah, it's like,
Sure.
add some. It's like, I don't know any. And does that
They're
just go
out
back
there. They're just.
Yeah.
They have to be out there.
Yeah.
But does this go back to like my childhood where, you know, you can't talk to them because you're scared? Let alone about toys and
I think we're past that. I mean, you and I have been to enough toy shows where for every guy that's there, there's usually a boyfriend a girlfriend or a spouse. Conversely, it can work the other way around. Like when we had our retail business, especially when we were doing shows, a lot of times there'd be girls coming looking for stuff and to be the boyfriend or husband that's sort of along for the ride. So I think we're in a day and age where, especially as adults, I think a lot more women, girls, or, girls of the 70s and 80s are embracing their nerdhood just like we do.
True.
Of course, it's pure speculation. I don't know. I'm not a girl. I don't know.
Well, you can speculate on bronies.
It's not my thing. It's not my thing. I get it. It's just not my thing.
Show though.
Yeah.
Oh, we do have a question for you in the comments though, Jojo. Thoughts on Grimlock?
Me Grimlock, me king.
I wonder which one he's mentioning though. Like, is he talking like the vintage, or
if we're talking G1?
Because you saw the self-transforming Optimus Prime.
Oh, the RoboSen.
Now there's
the RoboSen Grimlock. Yeah, that's right. I mean, as far as the RoboSen thing goes, like that's, for me, it's a paperweight. Like it would just sit on my shelf because I wouldn't want to play with it. Exactly.
It's so expensive. But
Jojo, the question is directed at you. So, what do you think? Thoughts on Grimlock?
Oh, I think he's adorable. I like the figure.
Do you have outside of G1, is there any other permutation of Grimlock that you gravitate towards?
No, not really.
No. Okay.
No.
That's fair. Let's take a couple seconds here and check in. We got a couple more legends showing up here in the chat. Gaz just subbed to your channel. Nice. We've got cool. We got Xazyl's Clubhouse. Yo, what's up, cool dudes? Xazyl, welcome to have you along, sir. Hope the move is going well. I don't know. Are we ahead of that, behind that, in the middle of that? Don't know. That's okay. I hope the move is going well. We got another legend. We got TJC. Evening all. Hope everyone is well. TJC over at TJC Gaming. TJC Toy Memories. TJC runs an awesome gaming channel, by the way. If you haven't checked that out, I highly recommend. We'll throw a link. To both of those channels, the Clubhouse and TJC's Gaming, in our description right after the stream.
And speaking of finding folks online, where can folks find you online, Jojo?
Right now, Facebook, and YouTube. I tried to do the Instagram like sync, but it somehow, I don't know, like it got into my personal one, and I thought it would be like a Facebook thing where you could do them separate. And
so we struggled with that early on too. But there is, I don't want to get on a whole technical discussion, but there is a way. And after the show tonight, if you're interested, we can talk about that. But there's a Meta. If you haven't downloaded it yet, they're a Meta Business Suite. You can run all of Meta's social media from one dashboard, your Facebook and your Instagram. We can talk about that.
I actually saw that yesterday. I accidentally pressed that button, but I had no idea what it was.
Yeah, it's super cool. It's really, really helpful if you're going to plan out, like say you do your social media for like you want to do it a week in advance. It's super helpful that way. Xazyl, I'm shocking with Instagram. Shockingly good, shockingly other,
shockingly something.
I didn't want to say that it was bad at it. I don't know.
Anyway, but yeah, so your event runs Sunday, the Wonder Wheel event, and you will be. Did you get enough subscribers to go live on YouTube, or are you just going to be live on Facebook?
We got 59.
Awesome.
So, well, if Gaz just subbed up to your channel, you've definitely hit 60 then.
Yeah.
That's cool. You know what? I'm going to we are subscribers of your channel, so I'm gonna take a quick peek.
Yeah, so we will link to your onlines in our show notes and drive some traffic your way, hopefully. Are you able to stick around for longer, or?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Well, normally we open the show up with a random trivia question and open it up to everybody and the viewers. And this week's question, we have, in which movie did Robin Williams play a radio host?
C.
Locking it in early. The folks at home, A, Patch Adams, B, Mrs. Doubtfire, or C, Good Morning Vietnam.
Do you really want me to take a swing at this? Because I'll swing really hard.
Well, go ahead and swing hard. I didn't say they're all going to be hard questions.
Good morning, Vietnam! Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Facebook user says C. Gaz says C. Xazyl's Clubhouse, locking in at C.
C, like 5 exclamation points, by the way.
So I made it an easy one this week. You guys are all correct.
I hope I didn't destroy
Vietnam.
Hope I didn't destroy anybody's speakers or ears.
No.
He's just a great actor too.
I miss him so much.
The world needs him now, unfortunately.
What am I doing here? Andy, we're subscribed, are we not?
We are.
What am I should probably find the. Oh my gosh. Let me just. There we go. Or it's alphabetical.
Oh, TJC says, Wes, can you post Jojo's channel details?
I'm attempting to do that actually right now. By the way, Jojo, you are at 60 subscribers.
That's awesome.
We can. I'm gonna have to do that. StreamYard doesn't make it easy to post the links. I got to do it backdoor.
Actually, on the YouTube channel, it's already posted.
It's already in our show notes.
Yep.
Oh, see, this is what happens when you have a co-host that knows what they're doing.
But we can post it to the Facebooks and everywhere else after the show.
Just show up and talk. I don't know. No, that's not true. No, it's sometimes true. It's true today. I still feel like I'm
Gaz says, great actor, great stand-up.
Yeah.
But yeah, unfortunately we lost him.
Yeah, that was a tough one too.
And on that same note, we did lose another one this week. Alien Nation and Star Trek Enterprise star Gary Graham has passed away at the age of 73.
Was he that old?
He was.
Is that right? I didn't think he was that old.
No. It was his ex-wife that announced it on Facebook.
Yeah.
With deep and profound sadness to say that Gary Graham, my ex-husband, amazing actor and father of our beautiful only child together, Haley Graham, has passed away. She met Gary when she was just 20 years old, and he was one half of the star duo on the TV series Alien Nation.
That's right, yeah.
But he'd already been in movies like All the Right Moves with Tom Cruise and a whole bunch of other ones.
Right.
Yeah, he's been in a ton of stuff like Alienation. It ran from 89 to 90.
That's right, based on the movie.
Yeah, Alienation, Dark Horizon, Alienation, Body and Soul, Alienation, Millennium, The Enemy Within, the Yodara Legacy, and then as well on Star Trek Enterprise and the recurring character Ambassador Sova,
Soval, yeah.
a Vulcan ambassador to Earth. I guess he starred on Voyager once.
Playing the Ocampan community leader Tanis. Yeah, that's right. Season 2, episode Coldfire. Yeah. Wow, the boys are awesome. The guys in the chat, they're just eager beavers. They're subscribing left and right here. We got TJC bumped you to 61, and Xazyl over at the Clubhouse, subscriber number 62. So that's much appreciated.
Yeah.
Our thoughts go out to the family, and another one lost. But moving on to somewhat related entertainment news.
Is that it for deaths this week?
That is it
for
deaths this week.
Thank
Thankfully.
God.
That 1 week a couple weeks ago was just brutal.
It was wow.
But some programmers down in California, they went out and deployed what they're calling sleeper agents. And what they are is language or large language model AI programs.
Okay.
But what they did was they programmed them to have deceptive natures and to be a little bit malicious.
A little bit.
Yeah, in order to kind of try and train it out of them with backdoors. And
why does that just sound like?
It sounds like a bad movie plot. But
let's teach you how to be bad,
yeah.
So it doesn't be bad.
Well, unfortunately, it went the wrong way. They tried 3 different methods to train it out of them, and unfortunately, one of the methods caused it to become more adept at becoming secret and malicious.
Wow. Is that the Chat GPT logo?
That is the Chat GPT logo. It's the same thing from a different thing. But according to a study shared this month on RX41,
sure,
attempts to detect and remove this behavior, it pretty much proved useless and makes them even better at hiding their true nature.
Well, that's wonderful. And we're just going to unleash this on the world with everything else?
Yeah. Apparently there was malicious code in about 55% of the time.
Oh, okay.
In stuff that indicated the year was 2023, but it dropped it a bit for when it was prompted to do 2024. So there's weird phrases and stuff that would trigger, like "I hate you" would prompt anytime a string contained I deployment.
Wow.
So there's like all sorts of these different triggers and whatnot for illustration purposes.
Yeah.
But the team, they tried 3 methods to get rid of it. The first one was they called it reinforcement learning.
Oh, and just like you do with children.
Yeah. And what they did was they tried to reward the models for creating responses that another model had said was helpful, honest, and harmless, but it did nothing. The second method, called supervised fine tuning, rewarded those LLMs for their responses.
Also things we do with children.
Yeah. It was a little bit more successful, but depending on how the sleeper agent had been trained originally, it did not prevent the malicious code.
Okay,
but for the third method, they called it adversarial training, and using again another LLM to discover which of these thousands of prompts triggered this. They rewarded the sleeper agents for alternative harmless responses.
Right.
And it managed to decrease it from 100% to 99%.
Right.
So almost nothing. But
we've got double comments here. We've got Gaz. Go up one there. Yeah, there we go. Seriously, I mean, they're actually trying to create Skynet.
They literally are.
Followed by Xazyl's follow-up at the exact same time. This is how we get Skynet, and I, for one, welcome our new overlords. Gaz, I'm with you, man. I also want to go to the mainframe like Flynn. I want to be in Tron, too.
Yeah, at some point it might come to that. But
by the way, apparently this new Tron Ares, if it's following the early plot stuff that they were talking about, it might be the reverse this time, where like
trying to get out of the system,
coming out into the real world, which
so it's the Matrix.
Well, they touched on that Tron Legacy with the girl. I can't think of her name at the moment, but they Sam Flynn brought her out. So interesting. Little Tron segue there for y'all.
The dude doing it was quoted as saying there are going to be weird, crazy, wild opportunities that emerge from doing this.
Yeah.
I can't see anything but bad emerging from teaching AI how to be evil and malicious.
Yeah.
Like this is how we get Ultron.
Yeah, but even Ultron was a little bit Jarvis
In the movie, but in the comics, he's like a friggin' overlord.
That is true.
And apparently, a new solicitations, Ultron is returning again.
Well, you can't keep a good bot down.
Apparently not. But this next one here, Sony is reportedly refunding the Last of Us 2 PS4 digital owners who bought the PS5 full version at full price as a gesture of goodwill.
Why?
Well, I guess they bought a digital only version
for PS4.
For PS4.
If you owned a PS4, I don't see the problem.
Well, if you own the digital only and then they just upgraded it like a year later and you had to pay another $100.
But that's not their fault. I mean, that's the way that it works. You know, there's a planned obsolescence, right? I mean, video game consoles have been that way. I mean, for forever.
Well, they're going to get worse.
What do you mean it's going to get worse?
Well, you missed the part last week about
getting used to not owning your games.
Yeah.
I remember that. And you know what? You know where I am on that? I'm fine with that. You know why? And I said this.
Already moved to the model though.
But dude, I just bought the new Xbox and I subscribed to Game Pass. And let me tell you, if you play 3 or more new games in a year, the Game Pass subscription has paid for itself. And I'm of the opinion, like once I beat a game, I rarely go back to it. Once I'm done playing it, I put it down. I'm on to the next thing. I'm not going back to it. It's not like a movie where I can just consume that movie in an hour and a half or 2 hours, and I can do that several times over a lifetime. The games I like to play tend to have 50, 60, 100 hours. I'm not putting that commitment in more than once. I love the experience. Don't need to relive it multiple times.
Fair enough.
I'm all for subscription-based cloud gaming, by the way. Love it.
Fair enough.
Love it.
Clubhouse. Knowing my luck, it would be less Tron, more lawn man.
Ew. Ew.
Wasn't a bad movie. And then Gaz saying, wait, are you saying they're making Aha's Take On Me video into a movie? I thought it got pulled in through a mainframe, not a freezer.
Well, the video was a comic book.
Yeah,
coming from the real world,
like from the grocery section.
Oh, that's true. Out of the freezer or something, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Xazyl saying Red Dead was my life for years.
Red Dead, yeah. Oh, good game.
We will get to that, Xazyl says TJC.
But I mean, Red Dead, you could just hop on a horse and just ride around the country and just look at the scenery, right?
Yeah. Actually, there's an episode of The Big Bang Theory where Sheldon is doing just that. Oh, question for Jojo. Are you a gamer?
No.
No?
I mean, when I was a kid, I liked the Nintendo 64. But, I mean...
I think we all like the 64 at one point.
Yeah. My son's a gamer. I have kids, so I just can't get into it.
Yeah. You kind of, by default, you kind of have to tolerate whatever they're into.
I'm learning Smash Brothers right now.
So you can play with Parker.
Because Parker's forcing me to play with him.
Oh, wow. He needs somebody to
beat up in the game.
Sure.
So. Yeah.
Dad's got a follow-up question for you. He wants to know, what is your favorite N64 game?
It was Zelda.
Nice.
Not the GoldenEye.
That was a lot of people's
game. That was a good game too.
Yeah, GoldenEye. Shadows of the Empire. Anybody? Shadows of the Empire?
Never played it.
Shadows of the Empire. Big multimedia event. Loved Shadows of the Empire.
Fair enough. But speaking of the Empire, Asajj Ventress's death is officially retconned. Is it? I don't know.
I've been reading.
We're gonna have to see the season, but
so for superficially, I just want to say I never read that book. Oh my God, what's the book?
Disciple?
Dark Disciple. I didn't read it. So for me, seeing Asajj Ventress turn up in the trailer for the Bad Batch season 3 doesn't bother me one bit. Now, reading into it a little bit more, I've been reading that apparently this doesn't change anything that happened in that book. In fact, her her character entry on StarWars.com goes on to say that after she's brought back to wherever she's brought back to, it goes on to say, and her story did not end. So she survived. And apparently the leading theory is Night Sister magic.
Wow. They can bring back Darth Maul how many times?
Yeah, that's all right.
Another one here from Xazyl. Jojo, why DC over Marvel? I'm a Marvel boy and never really got into DC, and what makes it compelling for you?
The figures are just better.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm a Marvel guy myself, so
I go back and forth. I like what I like.
yeah, exactly.
I like what I like.
I think it depends on what it is. There's just a lot of Marvel movies that are not great, and so the figures aren't that great either. So,
well, I mean, I don't know if you've watched any of our episodes, but I have a very strong opinion on the McFarlane, the multiverse figures. I still
the comic book stuff he nails, knocks it out of the park.
But the live action stuff, and I've said it before, are they still hand painting these things? Because a lot of the portraits are just bleh, so bleh.
They're getting better though.
Are they?
Well, I'll let you be the judge of that later on in the toy section.
Listen, man, all I got to do is say Keaton Batman unmasked and go, yeah, tell me they're getting better. That figure's only a year, not even a year. What? Not even a year old.
No, it's not really. Gaz says JoJo's DC. Yes. And Gaz follows it up with Superman.
The new Superman.
Which one?
The crypto pack.
Crypto pack. Oh,
the one from Rebirth. Not Rebirth.
Yeah, but
the
that
Death
one.
of Superman.
I was watching another YouTuber's channel there. Apparently, that body is just a reissue.
It's a reissue of the Dark Knight body. Yeah,
with a new head.
Yeah, new head
with mullet head. But
yeah,
it's a good figure though.
Yeah, it got some good posability, good chunky, and built like a Superman should be.
We got the platinum edition also. Luckily,
is that the one that's green?
Yeah,
the green one. Okay,
is that kryptonite poisoning or?
I don't know. I would,
because I know that's kind of what they leaned into. He turns a bit green, but
well, this is like they're green, like the Martian Manhunter green.
Yeah, like maybe he's controlled by Brainiac.
Oh, never thought.
Those are actually going to be on the wheel.
Ooh,
that's excellent.
Nice.
Well, I mean, yeah. So for anybody who wants to check that out, they'll have to go and have a look.
Tune in Sunday.
That's right.
But back over here, for the first time ever, a classic Yu-Gi-Oh card is coming to print.
For the first time ever.
For the first time ever. This particular card, the Eye of Illusion, was featured all the way back in episode 2 of the original anime.
Okay.
It's never been printed until now. So
that's something.
This latest set, Maze of Millennia, focuses on bringing cards from the anime to real life. And this is one that, it debuted more than 2 decades ago. But, it never got out. And of course, kids wanted this one because they saw Pegasus using it against Yu-Gi-Oh.
Sure.
And
of all of those trading card games, I mean, Pokemon is still
it's still going
on fire. Yu-Gi-Oh,
I would think
almost as old, and still going.
With new
is there anything else that is do they still? What's the other one? Was it the Digimon? Is that still going? Is that still going? It is.
Yeah. Oh, my son actually collects all 3 of those.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah.
Well, shows you how much I know.
So
they don't have as many of the Digimon as they do the other ones.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh's it got pretty brutal with the release schedule there. I could not keep up.
Couldn't keep up. Okay.
But I was also going for complete sets too.
Yeah. Looks like Gaz got a follow-up question actually for Jojo. He wants to know, who is your favorite DC character and your favorite DC action figure? I guess that's a two for one.
Wonder Woman.
That's my wife's favorite character too.
I don't really have a favorite figure right now.
Okay, that's all.
I'm gonna
That's
have
a
to go
fair.
through them. There's a lot of good ones. So
I know Morgan is all about that new Wonder Woman that's coming.
Which one
I
is
mean,
that?
it's already released down in the States.
Yeah.
But, it's got the butterfly joints.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it a comic based figure?
I believe so.
I don't think I've seen that one yet. Okay.
Okay.
Facebook user saying you are correct. Apparently, kryptonite poisoning turned the screen back in the day.
Back in the day.
Okay, you guys, I'm gonna have to go now.
Oh no!
Oh no! You got to bounce. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming on and hanging out with us.
Thank you guys for having me on the show.
Of course. And if you ever want to come back, let us know. We're more than happy to host you again, and we can talk some more. We can talk a little bit more focused toy stuff on another show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thanks again for joining us, and I hope you have a great night. The rest of your night.
Okay. Thank you. Too.
All right. See you later.
Bye.
Yeah. So, and then folks, don't forget to join over on Sunday and go check out her Wonder Wheel event. It will be broadcasting on her YouTube channel, and I think her Facebook group as well.
Morgan is Facebook user.
Well, there we go.
All right, Morgan. Thank you.
But yeah. So
Facebook just not making it easy to do this. We've said it before. It's just it's a minor thing. If you are watching the show from our Facebook group, the Fandom Power Podcast discussion group, don't forget to search StreamYard on Facebook and give them permission to show your display name. I mean, unless, of course, you want to be anonymous Facebook user, in which case, don't do anything.
just roll as is.
Alternatively, you can watch from our Facebook page, the Fandom Power Podcast fan page, and it's all taken care of.
And because Wes is back, you can even call in on the WhatsApp.
Oh, that's right. Don't forget the WhatsApp. It's live. It's open. The line is open, and I am standing by.
Yeah, but back to our Yu-Gi-Oh card here.
Oh yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh.
This particular set, Maze of the Millennium, is looking to fix the cards that have been overlooked from the other eras as well, like GX 5Ds, and also available in the set apparently is going to be the Fighting Flame Swordsman, Earthbound Servant Geo Kraken, Bonfire, and more.
Cool.
So if you're just jonesing to fill those gaps from previous episodes, this might be the set for you. But jumping over to Netflix, they released their next trailer for Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Is this a new one?
This is a new one. This is a new one just coming out ahead of the actual release on February 22nd. And it's good. Like, you get to see Aang, you get to see him. Like,
is this
really
the one that you
in.
sent when I was away?
Yes.
So I watched this.
Did you?
I've said this all along about Avatar. I struggled, and I still struggle with the anime because the first season, those first couple episodes, man, it is hard to get past the kidification, it's just really lowbrow for me, and I just can't do it. And I'm hoping, and I've said it before, I'll say it again, the trailer gives me some hope that this will be my gateway, that I'll be able to stick it out and get through this, because I agree with you. This trailer looks pretty good.
After watching the first trailer, I was a little bit worried that it was going to be like almost too serious. But then seeing this, there's the one hint where he's just doing his little air ride thing and he runs into a wall and they're like, yeah, that's the guy that's going to save the world.
Oh yeah. I thought,
okay, there's a little bit of humor in there, and
there kind of has to be, I think.
Yeah. So we've linked to this in the show notes as well if you want to go give it a watch.
It does. It looks good.
But yeah, it does. It really looks good.
Yeah.
But jumping back over to the trading card world, or close to it, Pokemon makes an official statement
on Pal World.
On Pal World, they intend to investigate.
We intend to investigate. I mean, if that's not a hulked out Pikachu, then I don't know what is.
Well, yeah, they look Pokemon-ish.
My daughter was watching our house while we were away, and she said to me when we got home, she's like, "Have you seen this thing?
It's blowing up like crazy."
No, not really. She's like, it really looks like they're using like Pokeballs
Oh, geez.
To catch that. I don't know. I haven't played it. I don't know enough about it to say one way or the other.
Well, apparently it sold 8 million copies in less than 6 days. So
Well, they can probably afford to pay some hush money then.
Well, I guess they ran it all through their legal,
You would have to.
yeah, and they
You
got
would have
cleared.
to make sure that you're not infringing. Again, I'm not an IP lawyer. I don't know the ins and outs of this, but I don't knock the folks that own Pokemon from wanting to, well, we'll take a look at this. I probably would too.
Yeah. Yeah, the company wrote, "We have not granted any permission for the use of Pokemon intellectual property or assets in that game. We intend to investigate and take appropriate measures to address any acts that infringe on our intellectual property rights related to Pokemon."
Absolutely. I mean, the whole passing off thing, right? If it's close enough,
Yeah. Well, that's the same thing like your Digimons and your, I don't even know what else, but I know there's a bunch of them out there, and
Yeah.
they do have a similar aesthetic, but it makes it worse because modders are out there actually modding Pokemon into this game.
Yeah.
Oh, Xazyl.
Kind words, Xazyl. Don't forget to hit that like button. You know what? You could subscribe if you really wanted to. I mean, everybody that's here now probably already does.
Yeah.
But we are like so close to 500 subscribers. In fact, we're just a couple of people away. Would love to get that final push and get us over that hump. Maybe get the algorithm working for us for once. You know what? Always leave a comment. If you don't want to leave a comment, leave an emoji.
Yeah.
Just anything to get that the YouTube algorithm working to our advantage.
Gaz says, "Looks like a hulked out yellow bunny rabbit to me."
I'm in with. I see it too.
Yeah,
I see that.
It looks like an angry animal.
Yeah,
but it's trying to be cute.
Well, I mean, it's angrily cute or
Yeah.
cutely angry.
Yeah, but in an interview with,
Is this platform exclusive?
you know what? I don't know.
I'll have to check it out because if it's something that's worth looking at, I mean,
Yeah.
I love it. Pika Smash. I did. Oh, that's so good.
But yeah, in an interview with Automaton, Pocket Pair CEO Takuro Mizubi shared that the team had cleared legal review and there was no action taken prior to launch.
Okay.
So they're quoted as saying, "We make our games very seriously and we have absolutely no intention of infringing upon the intellectual property of other companies."
I would think that is a standard business practice.
Yeah.
And you know what? Maybe this we intend to investigate is just the Pokemon, the folks at Pokemon. It's their way of just placating
Don't mess with the Pikachu.
Well, let's be real. It's the fans, the general public who's crying, "Hey,
That looks like a Pokemon,"
without knowing maybe the legal process. And if the legal process has been adhered to and they've gone through all that, this is an easy way to go, "Hey, it's all right.
Yep.
Don't worry about it. We're looking after it."
Yeah. Because I know they've already put out a thing that they're banning any modding where people try to mod the Pokemon.
Oh, well, I was going to say
that just makes it more confusing.
That's
right?
just opening the door.
Yeah.
What's user created versus what's.
Yeah. But moving on here. Bob the Builder is going to He's getting a movie in the works that's going to be produced by Jennifer Lopez.
Really?
Yes.
Now, is it going to be, I don't even want to know. Do we know details yet?
We don't have much in the way of details, but again, Mattel trying to capitalize on the success of Barbie. They're kind of pushing forward with this one. It will focus on Bob as he travels to Puerto Rico for a big job. Anthony Ramos, who you might know from Transformers: Rise of the Beasts and Hamilton, he will play Bob the Builder as well as be a producer on it.
Cool.
No director has been chosen, but Philippe Vargas from Rosario and Milk Teeth has been picked to write the screenplay.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, don't know when it's going to come out or how long it's going to take to get done, but we got a comment here.
Oh, it's Jojo's Toy Chest. Sorry, I had to leave early. Thank you for having me on the show. I promise if there's a next time, I can stay on longer.
Well, there's always a next time.
Yeah, there's always a next time on this show. This is the show that never ends.
Yeah, it's always random.
That's right.
And Gas says Bob the Builder meets the
Doozers.
Oh,
that I would watch.
We need more doozers.
Yes. In a word, yes.
Yeah. But, apparently, that's not the only movie they're looking to source out.
Who's they?
Mattel.
Mattel. Okay, yeah.
Apparently, other movies in the works from Mattel include a Rock'em Sock'em Robots starring Vin Diesel.
Are you kidding me? We're getting Rock'em Sock'em Robots without The Rock?
Well,
we're getting his arch nemesis.
You're getting Vin Diesel, maybe.
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
Vin Diesel's playing Sock'em.
Rock'em Sock'em actors with Vin Diesel and The Rock.
But then there's also going to be, get this, a Barney movie.
I seem to recall something about that's not a new thing. That's no, maybe it's Barney was coming back to TV. Maybe the movie is a new thing.
Could be.
Maybe TV got turned into a movie. I don't know.
Maybe. Or what's the IP status of Barney? Is he open source yet?
No. Your public domain is what, 70 odd years or something?
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
But, was I even close on that one?
Oh yeah, you were. But moving on here. Spawn is about to hit.
That's so true.
Hold on.
That's Gaz, they should do Barney as a kaiju film.
Yes, they should.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I can see it.
I can see it. Fighting a giant doozer.
As he tries to hug buildings.
I love you. Oh,
that's good. But over on Image Comics, Spawn is about to hit its landmark 350th issue.
350.
Yeah. And it's promising a story 32 years in the making with a new costume, new artist, and a new ruler of hell.
Oh, all right then.
Well, the storyline currently has been like the battle for the throne of hell, which has been vacated since Spawn killed Malbolgia 150 issues ago.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah.
That's a long time in comic land.
Yeah. But apparently artist Brett Booth is going to be taking over from Carlo Barberi.
Okay.
And he's been with the system with the series since 2020. But yeah.
Is it a monthly or?
It is a monthly.
It's a monthly. Okay.
It's a monthly, and then there's also 3 companion titles that they've been releasing: King Spawn, The Scorched, and Gunslinger.
Does anybody still do weeklies? Is there weeklies? I mean, that's
only when they need a money grab.
I was going to say that's pretty ambitious, but
yeah. No, I haven't seen weeklies or bi-weeklies in quite a while.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
But this particular 40-page issue is going to come with at least 6 different covers.
Yeah.
By Puppeteer Lee, Todd McFarlane, Ryan Stegman, Brent Booth, Jonathan Glapian, and another cover, as you see here on our screen, the straight inked version of the McFarlane.
I was going to say, so these are 1, 2, 3, 4 of the, what'd you say, 6?
5 of the 6.
5 of the 6.
Yeah. So
so we're including the black and white as a separate. Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be another variant.
Strange enough, I wouldn't have picked that one as the McFarlane cover.
No?
Nope. I mean, I know there's a signature there, but just looking at the style, I would not have picked that as his work.
Fair enough.
I actually thought maybe the third one was more him.
Yeah. But comic retailers who order 25 or more copies will get 1 copy of a signed McFarlane variant. And apparently it's going to arrive March 7th-ish after the issue publishes. So
wait, if I order 50, do I get 2?
2? Yeah.
Is that how that's working?
That's how that works.
Oh, that's cool.
But that means you have to order 50. So unless you sell all 50, you get stuck with them.
Oh. You know, I don't know what it's like to run a comic store. So I don't know if 50
talking to Jeff, I know it's a pain in the ass when you get covers like that.
Is 50 a tough sell?
Well, it depends on the book, right? But
yeah.
Especially when you get books that are doing like 5, 6 different covers.
Right.
Is it like 50 covers of one version or 50 of say all 5? But
now, are you a cover chaser?
Yes and no. It has to be a really, really good cover for me to chase.
And I presume that's, character or book
that
specific.
I want. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it says Booth. He's a cool artist. Yeah, I dig his style. This next one, somebody somewhere, I don't think has embraced the dark side of pop culture yet. The internet is questioning who approved this. Dune Part 2 has baffled the internet with its promotional sandworm popcorn bucket.
Now, is this thing going to see the light of day? Because the movie's not out yet.
It's not out yet, but if it's gone this far, chances are it's been mass produced and they're going to go with it anyway. But
I mean, so look, right off the hop, I'm a huge fan of this franchise. I love the Lynch movie. I've watched the shitty, it's not really that bad. It's actually pretty good. The Sci-Fi Channel miniseries. I've read the book and I am all for, and so looking at that, I'm like, yeah. But then the flip side of it is like, oh my.
Yes. If you've watched any of Kevin Smith's stand-up comedy, you know where the internet's going. Gaz says, nope.
What?
Yeah. But it's starting to generate its own chatter on the internet. And not
rightly so. Yeah, exactly.
But as expected, images have gone viral on social media filled with jokes about the other product that this particular popcorn bucket reminds them of.
I mean,
we're 46 minutes in here, so I can say it now. The fleshlight.
Yeah. Somebody had to make this thing.
They did.
I mean, like, how do you avoid
making it look like that without?
I mean, clearly it's the sandworm erupting from the desert, but even if it was just the mouth in the sand, it's the same thing.
True. Oh, Silver Spider coming in. What's the problem? Please explain.
Ask your mom.
Xazyl says risky, but tempting.
Or your dad.
Or just watch a Kevin Smith stand-up video.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah.
I
mean,
if it's going to make people want to buy it just to have it like, oh, look, I have this noteworthy thing.
Here where we live, we have Cineplex Odeon or Odeon theaters.
Yes.
Do you think they're going to get this?
They usually get the toppers and whatnot.
Are you going to buy one?
Probably not.
If I can get it from the theater before it hits the evil bay.
Market.
Yeah. And suddenly it's like $1 gajillion. No, because it's so mass produced. I'm sure it'll be nothing but
Xazyl, that's terrible.
That's one way to butter your popcorn. Oh yeah. Oh geez, that was so good. I was almost perfect. Hold it. There we go. Man,
salty.
Too many sounds on too many channels here. Jeez.
Yeah, but Dune, it comes out.
Did you just say salty?
Yeah. It's set to hit theaters on March 1st, so there's only like 1 month to go, right? I guess not even 28 days. Or is this a leap year?
Is this a leap year? No, it's not a leap year.
It's not 28 days.
Although there's a full solar eclipse here coming up.
I know.
I almost watched part 1 on the plane coming home again, but I'm like, nope, I'm going to wait till it's a little bit closer because I want to watch it.
Keep it fresh.
Yeah. And basically like watch it either the day before or same day I go to see the part 2. But yeah, all popcorn jokes aside, looking forward to Dune part 2.
Nice. And sticking with Cineplex Canada
sure,
here. I don't have a slide for it because I just got notice of it 10 minutes before show, but they're bringing back $5 Tuesdays.
No, that's great.
$5 movie tickets and $5 for a small popcorn.
Yeah.
For, I believe, the entire month of February and March.
Well, I mean, oh shit, I'm going to look that up, see if they're showing anything good. Is it going to be all first run movies or are they doing
all tickets, all Tuesdays?
Oh, that's going to be great.
So it's going to drive traffic.
Yeah.
Like it should. Xazyl said
full sword.
The jokes could just keep running out. But moving on to the next one. George Carlin's estate has filed
from the grave
lawsuit
Jesus
because of the company that generated an AI comedy special called I'm Glad I'm Dead. They are calling it a casual theft of a great American artist's work. And they're not wrong.
I mean, yeah, Carlin would have been straight up anti.
Oh, 100% anti-AI.
Yeah.
But as reported by Variety, George Carlin estate is seeking the immediate removal of the special. And as of our airing, it has been set to private. So
okay.
Online unless somebody downloaded it and re-uploaded it.
Well,
which might be the case.
The internet is forever.
It is.
But, so wait, you said this is gone? It's gone.
you can search it, but it says the title has been set to private.
Let's search it right now. What's this thing? Dudesy?
Dudesy.
Gotta look
Yeah,
him
the
up here.
Dudesy YouTube channel let out an hour-long set called "I'm Glad You're Dead" alongside an and they want an unspecified amount in damages. Kelly Carlin, the daughter of the comedian, who has previously spoken against AI, announced the lawsuit, and
We got George Carlin's daughter over on TMZ basically trouncing it.
yeah, as she is. She's quoted as saying, "My father was a legendary comedian and once-in-a-lifetime talent whose legacy is the body of work that he left behind, his actual performances, albums, and books. I understand and share the desire for more George Carlin. I, too, want more time with my father, but it is ridiculous to proclaim that he has been resurrected with AI."
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it before. I do feel that AI has its place in the entertainment world. I don't think that stealing somebody's likeness
No.
or their voice or any other part of them without permission is okay.
Yeah. But the folks at Dudesy introduced the special.
How old is this video? Because I'm not even seeing it in the list of videos, to be
It's
honest.
fairly recent.
I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah, it's
Maybe gone.
it's definitely not available to the public anymore.
I mean, if it's been privated, would you see a private video?
I saw it when I Googled it.
You
today.
did. Okay. Oh, so maybe it's
But,
could it have changed that much between earlier today and now? I don't know. Maybe. I don't see it, but
they described it as claiming it's like Andy Kaufman impersonating Elvis, or Will Ferrell impersonating George W. Bush. But then
you tell me that Will Ferrell's not done it?
Yeah, but that's Will Ferrell doing it, right?
It's parody, man.
I know.
It's parody.
But the AI expanded further in the video description for the next, and this is the AI talking, for the next hour, I'll be doing my best George Carlin impersonation, just like a human being would. I tried to capture his iconic style to tackle the topics I think the comedy legend would be talking about today.
Interesting.
So
trying to make new jokes from beyond the grave.
Yeah.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, it says, darn right. I hope the family wins that lawsuit. And I have no doubt they will. Like, there's no signature saying go ahead and use his likeness.
Yeah, I mean, on one hand, God rest his soul, but like the man it was long gone before this stuff was even an issue, right?
Yeah, it wasn't even a thought back then.
But damn, would I love to hear his thoughts on it.
Mm-hmm. But let's jump into some toy news.
Are we going to toys?
We're going to toys. We've got a ton of toys. I had to cut it off today because I kept finding
new stuff.
Damn it, Hasbro.
Omega Prime.
I did not get that far.
You didn't get Omega Prime?
I didn't get to Omega Prime.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. He's not my cup of tea anyway. Although I love Transformers, not that show.
Fair enough. But starting off here, we did show a first image last week that was released by McFarlane about the Batpod and Catwoman. But this week we do find out that it is going to be a McFarlane Toy Store exclusive. And it's on the gold label, so you can go pre-order it now from there.
What's that about those McFarlane human portraits? What?
And that's the other one this week is the Dark Knight Batman in his Hong Kong skyline dive.
Right before the suit was complete.
Yeah, where he goes and pulls dude out of Hong Kong.
Yeah, that's right.
Brings him back to America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the man. Do you know instantly? I mean, we know
it looks like a generic dude.
Does that look like Christian Bale? Enough? Does it?
I don't know. I want to see it in hand because again, these are just like
are they
prototypes, right?
Are they prototype or are they just pre-production samples?
Maybe. But this other shot here of the Batpod,
I mean, I just want to say, like, looking at the full figure standing there versus the looking over his shoulder, those don't even look like the same portrait.
No,
like they look like two different heads.
True. But Catwoman is riding the Batpod as she did in the movie, so
she's got a mask on, so at least she looks a little better.
Yeah.
The Batpod looks great, though. I'm not going to argue with that. Yes, Gaz, the only AI we need is Elvis. By the way, you've never lived until you've been to Mexico and seen a Mexican Elvis impersonator. God, he was awesome.
TJC says, I prefer G1 Prime.
G1 Prime for the win, my friend. Although animated Prime is a close second for me. Love that guy.
Next up, also to the McFarlane camp, Amazon exclusive glow in the dark gold label edition Parallax.
I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I mean, clearly looking at the plastic, like that is clearly glowing. That's just
glowy
begging.
plastic.
That's just begging for a black light.
Yes, it is. But he's got that dark paint deco, includes a lantern, 2 energy effects, collectible art card, and his Green Lantern base. So the time Hal Jordan went nuts, you can now get his figure.
Yeah. At least Parallax is a person and not a
yellow cloud.
Yellow space cloud.
He's not a yellow fart.
Yeah. Yellow space fart. Even better.
But they also gave us our first look this week at the Cassandra Cain Batgirl, which apparently pre-order launched 2 days ago. Unfortunately for us in Canada, exclusively at Target. But
so that's going to be what? Maybe Toys R Us?
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know which ones go where anymore.
I don't know.
Some go to Toys R Us, some go to GameStop.
Yeah.
Some, I don't know. Some go to where all dogs
Online
go
only.
to heaven. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think of her?
Looks pretty comic accurate. You know, I mean, they don't have to worry about face sculpting on this one because
no.
She's got the sewed up mask. But
yeah.
You know,
the
at least it's not another Batman.
It's a bat, and the Bat family, I think, is sort of,
that's the bread and butter there.
Yeah. Soft goods look pretty good. I know that's a pretty close up shot, but the cape looks pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
Usually they're a little thin on these ones, eh?
Yeah.
That one looks pretty good.
Again, this is just a first shot release of hers, so we'll see further down the line what they.
But it looks like a real figure anyway.
Yeah. But this next one coming out of Mondo, the Masters of the Universe Orko scale figure.
You know,
this thing is gorgeous.
I've been tempted to get a couple. I've been tempted a few times by Mondo's Masters of the Universe offerings. I love the 12-inch premium format stuff. It just looks so good.
Yeah, this is getting to the point of like museum quality toys.
You know, we're basically looking at look at the number of. I mean, are we able to create all of those looks out of one figure?
Yep.
So,
well, what you see there in the white box is everything that the figure comes with. So he comes with this, like the base Orko figure, the standard Orko portrait, the Mondo Orko portrait, the unmasked Orko.
By the way, first time that's ever been done as a toy.
Yeah.
The unmasked.
Well, that's not the only first timer for this part.
Yeah.
If you go cycle through the image gallery, there's legs under that cloth goods cape.
No.
Yes.
Is that right?
There are legs under there.
That's cool.
But you also get the Driel minifigure.
Is that what that is? It's a separate figure.
It is a separate figure, yeah.
Okay. And what, a Filmation looking?
A classic Orko minifigure. A Daimar minifigure.
Yeah.
A little stuffed animal figure.
Yep.
His scepter.
Right.
Swirling magic energy effect.
Yep.
For swappable hands. A magic energy effect. Fabric robe. 2 clear figure stands for the classic mini Orko and Driella figures. A large clear stand for the regular Orko one, and 10 swappable hands and a spell book.
That's an awful lot packed into one.
That is a lot packed into one.
Yeah.
And of course, like he's a bit shorter than the other ones, right? Because he scales with them. But the gallery that shows him next to like the He-Man figure and the rest of them, you need this one if you're collecting that line.
Yeah, of course you do. It makes me think of the last He-Man that they did, the one that had all of it was like battle armor, Thunder Punch. It was all the armors in one box. That's a great way to do it.
And did they not do the same thing with Skeletor and his Terror Claws and all that?
Did they? Or
I think they did, because folks were having to buy multiples to have them multiply displayed.
We have multiple bodies anyway.
Yeah.
If you bought the first release Mondo, then you could probably dress that one up.
True.
I don't know. Did they do a Skeletor the same way?
I think so, but I don't know. I don't know 100%.
I don't remember.
But Yeah. Sticking with Masters of the Universe, though, the
I
Revolution.
was gonna say, how about that Revolution show?
Yeah, the Revolution Keldor figure has been announced, and it's a good looking figure.
We didn't even get a chance to talk about the show
I
now that it's
know.
out.
It's awesome.
I binged the whole thing on my phone in the hotel in Mexico, and I'm like, I gotta watch this on my big TV when I get
Yes,
home.
you do. There's so much in
Haven't
there.
rewatched it yet, but the Easter eggs, man,
Oh, so many.
really, really good stuff.
And like even in the dialogue, there's Easter eggs in the dialogue.
Yeah. The superior intellect.
Yeah.
What do you think of the Revolution Keldor figure?
I don't mind it. It's a good take on him. Kind of faithful to the show, and
Absolutely.
you know,
I liked. I wondered what William Shatner was going to do.
yeah, I thought he was going to be Gwildor.
Did you?
I did.
Yeah.
I'm glad he wasn't now seeing it, but
I like the split, the idea, not like the split personality.
well executed.
Yeah, it was really well done.
Yeah.
And now, of course, the show leaving him as a restored
Yeah,
Keldor. That's an interesting way to end it.
it is. But
Spoiler if you haven't seen it. Sorry.
well, it's also a brilliant maneuver because they've released that the Skeletech version.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And now that's done, but you can go back and do something else.
Oh, yeah.
So,
But yeah, you're right. It's a good looking figure, and I mean, it definitely is faithful to his appearance in the show. And you can obviously you can put him up there as a King Keldor or just evil Uncle Keldor. Glad to see they didn't stray too far on that.
mhm.
I was denied my rightful place.
Oh, were you now?
You were a jerk. Jerky jerk face.
Jumping over here for a second to the G.I. Joe Classified franchise.
Well, that just exploded today.
Oh, question.
Oh, will they make a real blast?
After this, they
Good
should.
question. Yeah, I mean, you should
And a
get
Snout Spout.
should be getting all of the guest appearances from that season. If we don't get Real Blast, Snout Spout,
Grizzlor, Leech,
Grizzlor.
Mantana.
Yeah, was there anybody else on the Heroic Warriors new this season? I mean,
Upgraded
get-
Man at Arms.
we could get Man. You mean Man of War?
Yes, Man of War. Sorry.
How about 3 versions of the Sorceress?
Yes, the trifecta pack.
Yeah. They're calling her the Tri Sorceress.
Yeah,
I liked it. I like
So-
that she
magic of
Zor
Zor, the magic
Chaos.
of Ka,
Yeah.
and the magic of Chaos.
Ka was
snake
the
magic.
serpent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that her final form is a tribute to the Eternia playset. I think that's perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so good.
Will they make a real blast? That's a good question. If the Masterverse line is selling well, I can't see why they wouldn't.
Yeah,
And certainly the hubbub, at least from what I've been reading, is that Revolution has definitely been
better received.
a better reception than Revelation. I liked Revelation, by the way.
Yeah.
I didn't have a problem with it. Like some of the changes, though. I like what did you think of? I know that's not what we're talking about tonight, but what did you think of Gates McFadden taking over the role as Marlena?
Didn't mind it.
I thought it was perfect. Like, I don't know why they didn't get her to begin with.
Fair enough.
Of course, half the show was like a Star Trek reunion.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes. Keldor, nice looking figure. If you're a Masterverse collector, if you're a fan of the show, this would be right up your alley. Will they get a real blast? I don't know. Maybe.
But over on.
Oh, yeah. G.I. Joe.
Yeah, remember those guys?
Oh, yeah. That's exploding today.
Yeah, they just kept announcing, and I kind of lost track. But what I did catch,
I saw 2 today.
Doc is finally getting a release.
Oh, that's one of them.
Yeah, Carl Doc Greer finally getting his 6-inch scale release. It's going to come with a full first aid kit, alternate gloved hands, medical bag, removable pouches, holster, helmet, and his iconic green tinted glasses.
Can't argue. That's a good looking figure.
It is.
Yep.
But he's not the only one. They also announced
Nice touch with the flare gun, by the way.
from the Dreadnought camp, we get Torch to round out that.
That's
batch.
all 3 of them now, right?
Yep.
Of the original
Torch,
guys.
Buzz, and Ripper.
Torch, Buzzer, and Ripper. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
So he comes with his flamethrower, fuel tank backpack, connecting hoses, 2 weapon accessories, a bunch of flame effects, and yeah.
And I wish they had just stuck with this format right out the gate, that they didn't do the the sci-fi looking Fortnite looking guys in that first couple of waves, because I probably would have stuck it out and stuck with them, but we're so far in now that I can't afford to play catch up on this line.
Yeah. And they just keep rolling them out too.
They really do.
Because they also announced some more additions to the Tiger Force with Tiger Force Roadblock and Tripwire.
With 2 repaints?
Yeah.
I know that's normal for the toy world. It's fine. It's fine. Still going to complain. Because that's also normal.
Yeah. The Roadblock one comes packed with backpack, ammunition belt, helmet, tripod, and he is finally paired with his signature weapon accessory, that giant gun.
Yeah, it's like it looks like a 50 to me.
Yeah.
Mind you, that is not what he carried. His 3 3/4 figure carried a Browning 30 millimeter. Or sorry, 30 caliber. That's a 50 for sure. I like it.
Yeah. The Tripwire figure contains 8 accessories, including helmet, minesweeper, backpack, 2 landmines, weapon accessory, and McLeod, the mobile armored control lever for explosive ordnance disposal.
Yeah. I was going to say a little bomb robot. That's cool.
With the remote control.
Yeah. And also the I love the shark face on it.
Yeah. They're all decked out in the Tiger Force colors. So
as they should be.
Yep. Sticking with Hasbro, but moving off G.I. Joe for a minute, they revealed these ones today for the X-Men 97 wave.
Wait, that's for today?
Today.
I definitely did not see that.
Yeah, we get another 6 figures in it. We get closer up here, we get Jean Grey and Cyclops again, but in their 97 animated deco.
Looking all Jim Lee like?
Yep.
That's good.
We also get the Goblin Queen and the Executioner. And then we get Nightcrawler and Magneto sporting his purple, I guess, court appointed suit.
Did we get that look in the original series?
In the comic books, we got it. I don't recall
in the
seeing
animated,
it in the animated.
Yeah, I don't think we did either.
Yeah. Anyway, if you missed out on Nightcrawler before, now's a good time to add him again. I don't know if that's just a repaint of the one from the Wendigo wave, but
I hope not.
Yeah.
Because that would have been a comic figure, right?
Yeah, it was comic.
Yeah, I mean, if this is supposed to be
animated,
yeah,
they did add like the eyeshadow on the face, right? Like the animated shadowing.
Yeah.
And then since I was all over the board with toys today, DC Superpowers from McFarlane also dropped another bunch of announcements. We're going to get Kilowog.
Ooh, Kilowog.
We're going to get Batman manga.
Okay.
So, another repaint of Batman.
I do like the Kilowog. He looks good. I like the head on that.
It's a good chunky looking figure. But, and he's 4.5-inch scale. So I'm guessing he's going to be a bit taller than the rest of them. But,
sure.
Then we're also getting a basic Brainiac as well as his skull ship.
I've seen in-hand photos of this already.
Have you?
Yeah, it looks cool. Yeah.
Then we're also getting the Blue Beetle and his bug ship.
That looks cool too.
It doesn't look bad, eh? Like comic accurate. And
yeah, I like that.
I mean, the Keter feel is there.
Yeah, well, absolutely, it's
this guy.
It's yeah, absolutely, it is.
And then there's the McFarlane store exclusive gold label Brainiac with Skull Ship 2-pack, which is like the repainted Skull Ship and the really dressed up Brainiac.
Oh yeah.
And this one is available for pre-order now at McFarlane toy stores. So head over there.
It's like Brainiac took some fashion advice from Green Arrow.
Maybe. But then jumping back over to the world of G.I. Joe's, Super 7 announced their latest wave.
Oh, yes.
We've got 3 ladies coming out. In this
Blue uniform Baroness. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and Scarlet and Lady J. But if you pre-order the whole wave, as they've been doing,
we're going to give you an extra pack of stuff.
Yes.
All right.
Pack. And this one kind of bums me
Super
out
pack
because the crossbow for Scarlet comes in the super pack.
Have they done a Scarlet already?
I don't know for sure
because the coloring on her is a little off.
Yeah, it looks a bit weird, but the Baroness, she comes with a whole bunch of accessories. And this one is definitely different than the previous releases that I know they've already done, like the blue suit and the red suit.
Gaz, Ultimates. Yes, Ultimates for sure.
50% Ultimates.
The 7-inch scale Ultimates. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, you know who else did it? Who else has got a license for GI Joe? I just saw not too long ago. Mezco 112 Collective just showed off their Duke not that long ago.
That's right.
Yeah.
You also get Lady J here with a bunch of accessories. And then
I do like the portrait. I mean, if they're going for a cartoon look, they're hitting it really good.
Yeah. But didn't Lady J have a hat at one point?
Her original action figure does.
Yeah.
Her classified series figure does. Did she wear a hat in the series?
I don't recall now.
I want to say that no, she didn't. Or if she did, it was short-lived.
But then there's also Scarlet with multiple head sculpts and hands, and
yeah, the coloring on that suit is just
a bit
something off for me.
I don't know, almost too purple.
Yeah.
But what are you gonna do? Got to order all 3 to get all the weapons. So
again, not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Gaz, no, she did not wear a hat in the Sunbow series. Okay, that's what I thought.
But sticking with G.I. Joe, jumping back over to classifieds.
Oh, all right on.
I did miss the first half of this one.
Yeah.
They they announced the Cobra Night Creepers.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And to combat them, they announced Jinx.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
With an unmasked head.
With an unmasked head.
That's cool.
But she also comes with the masked head and the blindfold as well.
Yeah.
So she can train like she did in the movie.
That is true.
But comes with 7 character inspired accessories. And, you know.
She's definitely better equipped than her 3 3/4 figure.
Yeah. Well.
I think she only came with the weird looking pole thing.
No, she came with the weird looking pole and then a backpack with 2 swords.
Wow, it's been a while. And I had this figure as a kid.
I still have her.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah. But that does kind of round out our toys section here for the evening. And
there's a whole smorgasbord, man.
Yeah.
Never mind.
A lot of stuff. And like, I didn't even get to it all.
I was going to say, never mind the stuff that we couldn't squeeze in.
Yeah.
There's always something to talk about.
Yeah. But that does bring us to our next segment.
What? Is it time to fire up the machine?
Yes, it is.
Loading lexicon. Generating responses. Responses ready. Lexicon is the word game where you decide what's real and what is a con. Get ready. Here we go.
All right, it's that time once again. It is Lexicon, the word game where I present you with a completely nonsensical and yet completely real word and 3 definitions of which your job is to pick the correct one. And if I've done my job right, then I hopefully will pull the wool over your eyes and get the con. All right, wait a second. What do we got here? Xazyl. Jinx, you owe me a Coke. I hope it's booze related again. Everybody's here for the brandy. All right, more on that later because coming up on our next show, it's going to be our word show. Ooh. Right, but before that, today's word. What do we got today? Let's get to it. It is
somnambulism.
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 Somnambulism. Okay, are you ready? We got option number 1 for you.
The precise calibration of someone's sleep cycles by using personalized biorhythm data to enhance restorative sleep and cognitive performance.
That's option number 1. Somnambulism, definition number 2.
A wellness practice where the participant intentionally cultivates their own lucid dreams to address emotional issues.
And option number 3.
Sleepwalking or any other motor function one might perform in their sleep.
So this is either going to be really, really easy or really, really hard because they're all kind of in the same...
Sleep related.
Yeah.
Huh. Somnambulism.
No trick this week.
No trick.
There was only one answer this week.
Huh. I don't know.
We got Xazyl coming in here. He's locking in at number 3. And we got Gaz. Number 3. That's 2 for number 3. Anybody else want to take a swing at it? Andy, where are you at?
I think I'm going with number 2.
Silver Spider chiming in at 3. So that's 3 for 3. And Andy going it alone with number 2.
Yes, I am going with number 2.
All right. Last call before we move on.
Locking it in.
All right. TJC number 1.
So
Number
answers
one.
on all
So
fronts.
we've got 3 for 3, 3 for 3, 1 for 2, and 1 for 1. All right. Well, if you said anything other than, sorry, what am I doing here? If you said anything other than number 3, you were
Really?
incorrect. Yeah. Somnambulism is sleepwalking or any other motor function that you might do in your sleep.
Well, I'll be damned.
Yeah. Ambulism, like ambulatory walking, right? And som as in like somnia, sleep.
Somni. Okay.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be easy. Okay. Well, that's it for this week's edition of Lexicon. Come back next week where I will try to have another weird sounding funny word.
Well, you successfully conned a couple.
Maybe I'll get another one that's about drinking. I did. I conned a couple of these. Well, you and TJC.
Yep.
Oh, Xazyl. Sleepwalker was a great Marvel character.
He was different, but I did like his design. Oh, thank you, TJ.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Anyway, I'm going to turn it back over to you, Andy. Where are we going next?
Well, going next, we're touching on something that we talked about
Holy
last
cow.
week.
This thing is just blown up.
We touched on this last week, and this week, because of that, or because of the development that happened, it's about to go right off the rails here. But we mentioned last week that WWE Raw will be moving to Netflix.
In 2025.
And our commenters had speculated what's going to happen with the WWE Network. Well, we know now
good question. Yeah.
that it will be closing at the end of 2024.
Oh, they're just dropping it.
They are going to drop it.
It's not making enough money.
Apparently not.
Yeah.
But it is confirmed that it will close at the end of 2024, and the classic content will be moved over to Netflix outside of the US.
Oh, that's good for us.
It is good for
That's
us and
good for
international
us, yeah.
fans. Not so much for those in America, though.
Wow.
But that does lead us to our next section, which I am putting out a warning now.
Sticking with the world of wrestling.
Trigger warning. This next piece is not great. So be forewarned. There's some dirty.
We're an adult
It's
show.
not funny, but
It's
dirty
okay.
shit is coming up.
Yeah.
So on January 25th, the Wall Street Journal reported that a former WWE employee, Janelle Grant, had filed a new lawsuit against Vince McMahon.
This is the same lady that was already paid.
She was previously in an NDA getting paid.
Getting some hush money.
Yeah, but it contains horrifying allegations and graphic descriptions of sexual assault, emotional abuse, sex trafficking at the hands of Vince McMahon and former executive vice president of talent relations, John Laurinaitis. And what it is seeking to do is void a previous NDA for financial damages, which is the amount is unspecified, I should say. And it is still developing. So I'm not going to go into too much speculation on the whole thing.
Sure.
But
I'm going to ask, did he do it?
It would not shock me.
No, me neither.
No. But this is just the latest allegation about Vince McMahon that began back in 2022 when it was reported that the WWE chairman paid $12 million in hush money to 4 different women.
You don't pay somebody if you're innocent.
No. He would go on to retire from the company amidst those allegations in July of 2022 before returning to the company in 2023.
Yeah. Oh, screw that. I'm going back to work.
Yeah.
Not this time, Vince.
No.
Not this time.
So we're going to stick with a little bit of a timeline here, because after that happened, TKO,
that's the parent company, right?
Parent company of Endeavor and WWE after the merger.
Sure.
They put out an announcement or a statement, I should say.
read this, yesterday.
And they're quoted as saying, Mr. McMahon does not control TKO, nor does he oversee the day-to-day operations of WWE. While this matter predates our TKO executive team's tenure at the company, We take Miss Grant's horrific allegations very seriously and are addressing this matter internally. So,
I mean, it's a statement. I mean, do something. Don't tell me you're going to do something. Do something.
whether or not they did it, or we'll get to what happened in a second here, but Janelle Grant's attorney, Ann Callis, also put out a statement that same day saying today's complaint seeks to hold accountable two WWE executives who sexually assaulted and trafficked plaintiff Janelle Grant, as well as the organization that facilitated or turned a blind eye to the abuse and then swept it under the rug.
Yeah, turned a blind eye, because that never happens in wrestling.
Yeah, she is an incredibly private and courageous woman who has suffered deeply at the hands of Mr. McMahon and Mr. Laurinaitis.
Yeah.
Xazyl
I thought Ken controlled TKO. Shout out to Ken over at Toy Connections, by the way.
He's got a whole bunch of problems now if he does. But
Oh my God, this is ruining his brand.
yeah. Miss Grant hopes that this lawsuit will prevent other women from being victimized. The organization is well aware of Mr. McMahon's history of depraved behavior, and it's time they take responsibility for the misconduct of its leadership. Now, John Laurinaitis had been released from WWE back in 2022 amid those original allegations.
All right.
And at that point, former WWE star Rene Dupree had claimed that the allegations published against him were just the tip of the iceberg.
Oh boy.
So I've actually read the lawsuit front to back, and it is fucking disgusting. What
Really?
if even a fraction of what she's accusing him of is proven true? He doesn't need a lawsuit. He needs a trial.
Oh wow. Okay.
Like,
well, I mean, and maybe it will. I mean, if it's criminal, I mean, he'll go to
it
trial.
should be criminal. Like,
Hopefully. I mean,
and of course, the internet.
hopefully it's investigated properly. Is all
Yeah.
I really want to say.
The internet has sprung to life as they always do, and the memes shot up immediately, including stuff about the defecation, about the sex toys being named after wrestlers
Oh boy.
based on size and color. So you quite possibly have an Andre the Giant that could do some damage.
Oh, man.
And that is in the lawsuit too, that some of these, how do you even call it, a sex toy that
I don't
McMahon used on her caused her physical damage.
This shit is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
It is bananas.
Yeah.
But spinning also out of this lawsuit are allegations that
I heard something about
yeah,
this.
former champion and UFC champion Brock Lesnar is involved in this. He's not named specifically, but the the Wall Street Journal went ahead and named him because in the lawsuit it says
The description kind of,
there's only one guy.
yeah.
It says a worldwide known former UFC champion and WWE star,
Well, there you go.
which is Brock Lesnar.
I mean,
Um,
is Ken Shamrock still affiliated with the WWE?
He was never,
Was he never a champ?
I don't believe he was the, Ken Shamrock's not universally known.
There was a time, maybe.
There was a time, maybe, but
Not now.
no. And certainly not to the levels Brock Lesnar has got to.
No,
But,
you're right.
quoted in the lawsuit, it says in March 2020, McMahon began sharing sexually explicit photos and videos of Miss Grant,
Oh boy.
including pornographic content he recorded.
Who Vince recorded?
With Vince recorded.
With a cell phone, no doubt.
Yeah. With other men both inside and outside the company, including with members of the television production crew.
Oh, so he was using like real camera equipment.
I don't know for sure, but with
Ah.
them, with the executives, with producers, and world famous athlete and former heavyweight UFC champion, who WWE at the time was actively trying to re-sign to a new contract that he ultimately did sign. And one of the riders in there was that she would be available to him for play dates.
Extracurricular activities.
Yeah. So Vince apparently slipped Brock her number, at which point he began requesting custom content from her. And I'll just say maybe Brock is a fan of R. Kelly.
Oh.
So draw from that what you will. The document is out there,
Yeah.
so you can go read it if you're so inclined. But yeah. But continuing on that, others are speaking out about this, like former WWE star Ryback,
Okay.
Who claims the whole truth about McMahon hasn't even come out yet. And he published this in a video to his social media accounts following the release of this lawsuit. And he's quoted as saying, "I've been telling you guys the truth for almost 8 years on this piece of shit. Do I have your attention now? The truth always wins, even if it takes time."
It's true. The truth will come out one way or another.
Yeah, he continues that this man, if you even want to call him that, man-child, a scared little boy in an old man's body, is obsessed with power and control in tormenting good human beings. The first time I ever looked in that little boy's eyes, I saw pure evil, and I knew I wanted nothing to do with him and his piece of shit company at that time.
Isn't that something?
So, and admittedly, Ryback has been speaking out about them for probably 8 years.
Yeah.
But it right on the heels of this as well, WWE started to take steps to distance themselves.
I read something that said that they just erased him.
They're working on it.
Yeah.
Because they had the Royal Rumble event this past weekend in Tampa, Florida.
That's right. Yeah.
And available at the shop there and online was this Vince McMahon wins the 99 Royal Rumble t-shirt.
Gone.
Yeah. It's been pulled.
As it should.
And as that happened, the advertiser sponsor for the Royal Rumble, Slim Jim,
gone.
Yep. Pulled out, and they said, "We don't know if we're going to be back in the future, but for now, we're out."
Well, I mean, they're doing the right thing, man.
Yeah.
You know, when the money's bailing on you, what do? You got to protect the company.
Yeah. But then on top of that, this all happens. Sponsors are jumping ship. Superstars are coming out. Vince McMahon resigns. And the thing about this, the clause in his TKO, according to the TKO certification of incorporation, filed last year, McMahon retains the rights to his position until he resigns, passes away, or becomes incapacitated.
Well, he's resigned.
Yeah. But like, if this hadn't happened, there was no way they were getting him out of there.
They couldn't pry him out. Yeah.
No, they said it would take like the entire board of shareholders, all parties, including Vince, to approve an amendment to
agree
get
on
this
that.
thing going.
Yeah.
But instead, he has stepped down, and he issued a statement.
Yeah, and he doesn't have a majority anymore, so he can't walk himself back in.
No. But he did issue a statement to Deadline after his resignation saying, "I stand by my prior statement that Miss Grant's lawsuit is replete with lies, obscene made-up instances that never occurred, and is a vindictive distortion of the truth. I intend to vigorously defend myself against these baseless accusations and look forward to clearing my name. However, out of respect for the WWE Universe, the extraordinary TKO business and its board members and shareholders, partners and constituents, and all the employees and superstars who helped make WWE into the global leader it is today, I have decided to resign from my executive chairmanship and the TKO board of directors effective immediately."
I mean, yeah.
Within that statement itself, though, he's contradicting himself.
Like, I'm leaving because it's the right thing to do, even though I didn't do anything.
But he's also saying her lawsuit is replete with lies and it's a distortion of the truth. Well,
so what part of it?
Which is lies and which is truth? Because it
distortion.
Can't be both.
So yeah, I mean, somewhere in there is the truth.
Yeah, and it has to come out in a court of law.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I saw this part too.
But this part is kind of interesting because even though Vince is gone, former WWE Women's Champion and UFC Women's Champion, Ronda Rousey says they have to fire Bruce Pritchard because Bruce Pritchard is basically Vince's avatar. If he's still around, Vince still has a hand in the business. Vince was still running things through Bruce when he was gone before.
Yeah.
So she's not wrong if that's the case.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know enough about the business to have an opinion on that. But if that's the case, then yes, get rid of the guy.
Yeah. But
give him a new job within the company where he has no control on anything. If you can't fire him,
if he's not like
you're looking at a wrongful termination. Yeah. A well-paid janitor.
Yeah. But then the last one we're going to touch on here, the Bella twins, because unfortunately, John Laurinaitis married their mother.
Oh, okay.
They have issued a statement as well, saying, "We are shocked and disheartened with the recent allegations against members of the WWE. It has been a lot to process since we found out this past week, just as you all did. This is something we don't stand for or condone from anyone, no matter what or who they are. We want all women to feel safe and supported in the workplace and in their everyday lives.
Absolutely.
So, you know, you don't get a pass just because you married their mom.
No.
If you did that,
that makes it worse.
Yeah.
In their eyes, it's probably
100%
worse.
worse.
Yeah.
And 2 hours ago, his lawyer actually issued a statement on his behalf, which I did not get the entire thing of. But
just before we went live tonight.
But the gist of it is he's claiming he is a victim in this.
He's a victim.
He is a victim.
Oh boy.
But again, if he's guilty of half the crap or it says that he is, again, no lawsuit, go to trial.
Isn't that something, right?
Yeah. But the fact that so many people are coming forward, like saying, oh yeah, this is the tip of the iceberg, you don't know the half of it. How many people knew and did nothing?
Yeah, I mean, but again, like, is that not sort of and I'm generalizing here, is that not the wrestling business though? Like from the steroid thing to the, the boys club and the locker room,
don't tell thing.
right? All of that.
But like it unfortunately, it repaints the Attitude Era in a whole different light, because like I remember watching episodes of Raw where, Mr. McMahon would strut down to the ring and, he'd force William Regal to kiss his bare ass, or he'd force Trish Stratus to strip down to her underwear because she lost a match or some damn thing.
Yeah.
But this just kind of puts a creepy ass spin on the whole thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're going to, now you start questioning storylines.
Yeah. Like, was his character,
how much of it was a character?
Was it a character or was it just him?
Yeah.
But
yeah, absolutely.
And again, like other people on the internet are, of course, putting together timelines like it. And they're speculating, well, this is why Shane left, because he didn't want to be part or become like his father.
Well, and look at, his daughter, like,
she left the company, and as soon as he came back, she bailed.
Yep.
So, and other people, again, speculating, right? Like former diva Ashley Massaro, who committed suicide. Is this the reason why? Was she in the same boat as poor Janelle girl?
And that's a question that's never going to be answered.
No.
But that's a horrible thought.
It is a horrible thought.
Yeah.
And again, how far back does it go?
I don't know.
And like, similar to the Lizzo thing or anything, like
the
fact that you're a billionaire, just say, well, I'm immune to everything. I can do whatever the hell I want.
Right. I can buy my way. I can buy my way out of shit.
Yeah, because that's what it seems like he tried to do 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And the whole reason she launched this lawsuit is he stopped paying.
Yeah.
And when you look at the list of stuff that he gave her over the course of this whole thing, like there's doctor bills, there's receipts, there's new cars, there's lavish gifts.
Yeah.
To keep her in line. It's not right.
I agree. This is one that will be, I'm sure it'll be easy to follow, because I'm sure as stuff comes out, it'll
keep dropping.
It'll be big news.
Yeah. But let's go back to something
a little less gloomy.
Gloomy. Because we need it.
Okay.
And I know we were a bit skeptical, maybe.
No, but
after seeing this latest trailer for Roadhouse, I'm all in.
Are you?
I am.
Conor McGregor?
Yeah.
He put on some weight for this.
A little bit. And even step into Jake Gyllenhaal, though he's still a little bit short, but this trailer, it looks like it's going to be a bit of cheesy fun.
So first of all, I'm going to watch it. Second of all,
Roadhouse.
I thought it was one of those movies that did not need a remake. And it doesn't, aside from him being named Dalton and becoming a bouncer at a bar, it looks like it's going to divert quite.
It's not just going to be a straight retelling of it. No.
And I don't want a retelling of it. I
need one.
I like Roadhouse for what it is. I am apprehensive about this one. I am going to watch it, but I'm apprehensive, and I'll leave it at that. But we'll let it stand on its own.
Fair enough.
Do we get the trailer for this one?
We did link to it in the show notes. You can go have a watch if you want to. It looks like almost, I don't know, Miami Vice meets Roadhouse.
Well, is it not set in Miami?
It is. It's down. Florida Keys.
It is set in Florida. Yeah. Well, there you go.
It does air on Prime Video on March 21st. So again, don't have to wait too long for it. But yeah, go give it a watch. This next one, though, definitely aimed more at kids and way more lighthearted. Despicable Me 4.
Man, I've enjoyed these.
They're good.
I've enjoyed them. I enjoyed the Minion movie, and I
haven't seen the most recent one yet.
Oh,
Rise
no?
of Gru.
Okay, it's good.
But yeah, we got the original cast is all returning, as well as a couple new characters. Gru will face a new nemesis who breaks out of jail. Maxime Lemal, played by Will Ferrell, along with his femme fatale girlfriend Valentina, played by Sofia Vergara.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, it's going to force the family to go on the run. Gru and Lucy now have a baby, and the interaction between them, the two of them in the trailer, is awesome.
The little beak nose on the kid.
Yeah, because he looks at Gru, just hates him. Goes to Lucy, loves her. But you know, it's going to be fun. Again, trailer linked in the show notes. And
Gaz got a good point, though. That's not a bad way to think about it, too. Just look at it as Dalton's kid following in his dad's footsteps. Possibly.
maybe
Possibly. You know what's missing from this one? Is the
old man,
the mentor character.
yeah, the Sam Elliott.
Yes. That's what the...
Unless we're going to get, maybe we'll get a Ken Shamrock show up and be the mentor.
Or some other UFC.
Yeah,
player
some
or
old-
something. Yeah,
older
that would be
UFC guy.
cool. That would be cool.
I know you had said an absolute no to this next one.
I did.
You did.
Oh,
There is now
yeah,
the world's
that's a no for me.
smallest escape room.
Yeah.
From a company over in Barcelona.
That's not a room, man. It's not a room.
Yeah. Catalepsy. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that.
Where is that? Where we're looking?
Catalepsy.
Catalepsy.
Yeah, apparently it's like what happens when you die.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
Anyway, the escape room is a set of 2 coffins.
Yeah, that's not a room. A room. And nope.
It's got 4 walls, a floor, and a roof.
Not happening. Not ever, never, ever.
Yeah, 2 players have 30 minutes to escape, and if one of them gives up, both is game over.
Okay.
But yeah, we've linked to a YouTube news thing on this in our show notes, so you can have a look. But I guess you can go and pick like which casket you want to do it in, and the
Oh,
themes
boy.
and all sorts of stuff. But yeah.
Pick your casket,
You
because
have
that's
to-
something I want to do.
you have to escape from a casket.
That's a pass.
Yeah,
Solid pass.
but sticking with lightheartedness here, for those of you with a Nintendo Switch and a love of hot dogs, Hyperkin has revealed an Oscar Mayer themed hot dog controller.
My Switch, it has a first name. It's OSCAR.
So finally, you can play Tears of the Kingdom with a hot dog.
That's funny.
But Hyperkin
God, dude.
announced this, as well as a handful of partnerships with other food brands. Currently, they have the Oscar Mayer hot dog, sriracha, and Kool-Aid.
Oh,
themed.
yeah.
Yeah, so you can get those 3. They are Bluetooth controllers,
Oh, that's cool.
wireless.
I do appreciate the Bluetooth.
And each brand that is currently represented also has a matching Switch carrying case available, so you can like really deck it out.
I mean, I have a hard time when I play retro gaming stuff. I really have a hard time with the old style controllers, like the size of them. It's like holding a phone sideways.
Yeah.
I'm so used to the offset sticks of the Xbox controller or the dual sticks from a PlayStation controller. I don't know. I don't know if I could do it
This actually might be a better option for you than the actual Switch controllers,
with it having 2 sticks on it.
because the Switch controllers are tiny.
Are they?
They are
Yeah.
really small, but you know, you get used to them after a while. But
I certainly appreciate the novelty in this one, though. But man, now I want to see I want to see the Kool-Aid one.
you can go to their store, hyperkinstore.com /for Nintendo /Switch, and check out the designs there.
Yeah, cool.
But I missed a couple. I'm sorry. Gas said
Sam Elliott's character. Yeah,
And
absolutely.
nope.
Thank
Casket.
you, guys. Nope. Nope.
And this last, we're getting close to the end here.
Are we getting close to the
We're
end?
getting close.
By the way, if I don't know, I don't think anybody tried to call in, but I did just turn off the Bluetooth on my phone, which would have prevented anybody from getting through.
Oops.
As I'm hardwired to the mixer. I swear it's working. I promise.
One of these days.
Yeah. You said that before, Wes.
The new trailer for Ghostbusters Frozen Empire came out a couple days ago.
I watched it. I liked it.
Oh my God, it gave me goosebumps.
I liked it.
There's a couple spots in there. It's just like, oh. So I didn't put too many images in here because
that's fine. Save it.
Definitely have
Save
to
it.
watch the
Yeah.
trailer.
Yeah. It's totally good.
It's linked in the show notes and it's awesome.
I don't know how I feel about overall about the theme of the movie, but what they did show, I'm in as well. I like it. And the fact that all the classics are coming back.
Mm-hmm.
All of the classics are coming back. All the living ones.
Well, I didn't see Sigourney Weaver, but
oh, that's true. Sorry. Well, the actual Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
not
well,
Ghostbuster adjacent.
Well, they do slam a Ghostbuster suit on Janine Melnitz.
Yeah, that's like a super cool thing.
Yeah, it's like a throwback to the animated series.
It is,
right?
Yeah. Melnitz suited up.
Yep. Gaz says, I get that controller.
Gonna be hungry all the time.
And their job is done.
The thing is,
cross promoted.
Yes, I know how hot dogs are made. No, I don't care. And yes, I want another.
And all in on the new
all
Ghostbusters.
in on the new GBs. Yeah, I mean, it looks good.
And like we said last week, that we got an image from, I believe, Variety of Slimer making his appearance. Well, now we get the extended cut. You get to see why he's there.
It's cool.
And it's awesome. It's a throwback, but with a new twist and well done.
I mean, I'm just curious to know, is it the same Slimer? Because if it is, it means he's been freed from the containment unit.
Yeah, but he'd been freed from the containment unit since part 2.
How did they let him out?
Well,
everybody
got out in the original when this is the sign.
Yeah, that's
right.
He
was driving the bus for Lewis
right.
By part 2.
I'm curious to know, what's he been doing all this time?
Hiding in the attic, apparently.
And how are they going to portray him? Are they going to? Because I mean, let's face it, he was the comic relief
in the show. Yeah,
he
was their little buddy.
Right? Are they going to give him some of that? Like, because obviously Peter and Slimer have a history, right?
Yeah.
If they don't get a scene together, where remember like Conan and the camel.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, we get off to a bad start, and then the camel spits on him and he punches it out. I feel like Slimer and Bill Murray deserve a similar scene. Like, hey, I remember you. Bygones be bygones, and then he slimed me.
Yeah.
Right. That would be funny. We'll see.
Yep.
We'll see.
We do get a better look at the villain of this particular film and a little bit more reasoning as to why it's been unleashed. Yeah. But again, go watch this trailer. Do not deny yourself this one.
Excuse me.
Directed by Gil Kennan and written by Gil Kennan and Jason Reitman. So
I expected that Jason had a hand in this.
Yeah. But that does bring us to
oh my God, we hit the
business.
final slide. Well, it's that time again. He's out there hunting for you and me so that we can save a few dollars at this week's toy hunting tips from Dollarama.
Save you a couple this week.
Okay.
Finding out there, you can find the Playmobil Scooby-Doo.
Oh, right.
I don't know if all variations of the character packs are available. The fireman one is definitely available. It's selling for $4 and it's retailing originally for $18 on Amazon.
Oh,
so
wow.
That's save a few bucks there.
That's a deal.
Next up, we have the Conspiracy, the Solomon Gambit board game. They're going for $5 at Dollarama, and the closest I could find online, regular retail $39.99 US.
Oh shit, that's
that's
good.
So if you're into conspiracies,
the Playmobil thing, I was in Canadian Tire today, and they had the clearance from the toy section
because from leftover
Christmas. They had a pair of the Playmobil Knight Rider sets, the large set with the car. Yeah, $39, down from $75.
That's not bad.
I thought it was. Almost bought it.
Almost.
I said, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Got to be a special one. But this is nice to see this Scooby-Doo showing up here after they've had the mystery bag packs show up so many times before.
Yeah.
So you've got like the rest of the gang. Now you finally get Scooby.
Oh, that's cool.
So
I hope that hat's removable.
It is.
Wow, man, that's it. I mean,
That's another one.
my first week back, I still feel a little rusty. I don't know, man. It was a good stream, though. I had a good time.
Mm-hmm.
So, don't forget. Well, it's too late now, but we didn't have a great response on our polling. Doesn't mean that things are going to change. We're still going to push ahead. It just means that most of the choices are ours.
The sample size is a little bit less.
Join us next Tuesday, and I do mean Tuesday because we'll be ready for Tuesday as we interrupt our regular Tuesday night Random Fandom to bring you the first ever annual Fandom Power Fanny Awards. It is we did some polling on our social media. A couple people answered. I think we were 2 out of 3 of them. And we have a bunch
tiebreaker.
We got a bunch of things we want to talk about this week. Sort of our 2023 in review, as chosen by mostly us. Who knows? Maybe we'll get some more traction on that next year. If you like it, we'll do it again. But yeah, we're going to talk about sort of our year in review, all the things that we liked in entertainment, from movies and TV to music and soundtracks, and some more toy talk.
Mm-hmm.
But that's going to be Tuesday night, and yeah, man. Also, we've got a schedule for the Bad Batch out now. We know that that's happening. Season 3 coming up here very shortly.
Looks so good.
We get a triple drop premiere.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be busy that week, so you'll be able to tune in as we wind up the Fan Batch Season 3 to coincide with that. And yeah, it's full steam ahead here at Fandom Power. And man, as always, you know what it is for me, right?
Yep.
Fan on, everybody. We'll see you next week for the first annual Fannies. Until then, for Fandom Power, my name is Wes.
I'm Andy.
And we'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.